about your business. They come with the wish list. They come with the wish list. I can show you lame, how to do this. Stack your money up, be about your business. They come with the wish list. They come with the wish list.
It's week 16 of the National Football League, and we'll get to see the Eagles' sure-handed tight end. He's going to be a busy man in the passing game. It's the Eagles and the Commanders just ahead on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about this Commanders team coming into... The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Here are the Commanders for their first drive of the game. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule... Secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. To the air goes Daniels. Dancing to his left. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. They'll run on first down. Powers. It was Josh Sweat who got him down on the defensive side. From the 48-yard line, here's the 2nd and 9. To throw is Daniels. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. You look at this Eagle defense. They were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's about what you consider the break-even mark. If you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be...
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Well, remember, Charles, this is the #1 defense in the NFL, and they proved their mettle here, forcing the turnover on the opening possession.
And sometimes when you play a team that has that reputation, that's earned it by their play, the psychology is, okay, they're #1. They have to prove it to us, and they tried to attack. They found out that that ranking was real.
And if history is any indication, when this defense gets off to a good start, look out.
Yeah, their offense plays off of them awfully well, too.
Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
Tremendous production in college at 2 different universities, and this is a guy who was a finalist for the Heisman Trophy. Still much more of a runner than a thrower, but has plenty of arm and is capable of making the big throws downfield. And don't underestimate his ability to think the game. Remember, he's the son of a coach.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 6. They'll go to Barkley again. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. And they'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 14 yards that time and a first down on the keeper. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because It's almost like a ballet that has to be.
Barkley hit and the ball pops free. And he's taken down inside the 30.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. From the gun, it's Hurts. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Out comes the Washington offense as we get a look at the playoff race in the NFC. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Now 2nd and 3. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. You look at this Eagle defense. It's quite a unit, that's for sure. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
And how about that last play? Did you see how quickly they got to the ball? Caused a loss of yardage? Yeah, that play shows exactly why their ranking is justified.
And now they're just hoping to see more of that. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Call it a loss of 2 there on the play. And it'll be 4th down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. This is taken at the 18. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. So back onto the field here come the Eagles for their 2nd drive. And this late season game, of course, not lacking for drama when you talk about the AFC playoff picture.
Yeah, in a sense, it's the haves versus the have-nots, because this group on offense, they'd be a wild card if the postseason started today, but they know the guys on the other side of the ball are still in that dreaded in-the-hunt category, and they're hungry for a win today.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he'll earn a couple of tough yards past the 30 to the 31. Well, now hang on here because Saquon Barkley is in some discomfort, so we're going to have a pause here for an injury. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Hurts sets up to throw it. And Gresham has it left side. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
Throwing is Hurts. It's caught on the right side at Smith. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. Here's 2nd and 7. Now a first carry here for the running back. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle 1st down.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for. A really good change of pace back.
Hurts. He's got Smith here. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession. Here's a 2nd and 8. As they've got it as we resume action. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Here's Hurts to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 28. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going, and right now it's paying off with big chunks of yardage as shown by that last play.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. This is Gibbons over the middle. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. From the 20, here's 2nd and a couple. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Back to throw now on first down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And the Eagles are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Well, that's not how you hope to draw it up there on 1st and goal, CD, by taking a sack like that.
Well, they tried to be aggressive, didn't they? They didn't want to try and work their way past the goal line. They wanted it right there on that play. Unfortunately, it backfired against them. Now they have to try and pick it up here moving forward.
On 2nd and goal, Hurts. Complete. Smith has it. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. Back to throw. Eluding the... And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Lucas Van Ness in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down. 2nd down and 6 now. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Powers. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 34-yard line. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Jalen Carter able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Daniels looking to throw. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. Here's Chad Ryland now on for the field goal. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD, and it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we have come upon halftime, and it's the visiting group from Washington who are out on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. Some critical games going on as teams fight for those final playoff berths. Let's get you around the NFL here in a busy Week 16. We'll start with the marquee matchup of the entire weekend. The rematch of Super Bowls 42 and 46. The New York Giants once again doing battle with New England. And it's the Patriots leading that one in the 2nd quarter. The Pats trying to hold on and claim victory. From there, we head on over to Wisconsin to check on the Packers at home at Lambeau Field. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting L.A. Chargers. 3 touchdown passes there for Jordan Love. Lastly, let's get you to Charlotte, North Carolina. Check on the Panthers at home at Bank of America Stadium. And that one all tied as they host the visiting Falcons. This has certainly been a fun one to watch so far. We knew this was going to be a battle, but we have not been disappointed. This is the kind of game that could wind up hinging on which side can play mistake-free football the rest of the way.
And able to get this out to the 25. The Eagles ready to go on offense to begin quarter number 3. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now back to throw. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 2. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
And that's good for a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Hurts. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And it's capped off by an A.J. Brown touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 to 27. First possession of the 2nd half now for Washington. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge, an opening drive touchdown here to start the 2nd half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
Here's a quick throw out wide. It's McLaurin. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. Here's Daniels. Here's a screen with Gainwell. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. That one goes for 8 yards.
And that's a gutsy call there on 3rd and short because that's a play that's got a good chance of being blown up in the backfield for a big loss of yardage. But nice job out wide to gather in that screen pass, use his blockers well, and pick up the first down.
That's going to be caught downfield by McLaurin. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 58 yards. And the Commanders have got it back to within a score. Had the option to hand that one off or run it himself, but instead, a really easy, quick pass.
I like the way they made a decisive decision and got it right to the receiver. One move later, he's in the end zone.
The extra point by Ryland up and good.
And that slices the lead down to 17-10. So that drive, 4 plays.
And it's finished off by a Terry McLaurin touchdown. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Jalen Hurts in this offense trotting back out.
5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, all right, the body types of the receivers are usually different. The way that they get open, different as well. Some of them use power to get open. Some of them use those head fakes and subtle moves. Some of them just use pure speed. And the really good ones, when they're established, they know how to push off at the end of a route, too.
On 2nd and 12, Hurts goes right back to Smith again.
Call it a gain of a yard, and that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
Now right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And Gresham's got it over the middle.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Back now at Commanders Field.
It's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter.
Throwing on 2nd down. Hurts.
This one complete to Gresham. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. So 8 yards on the completion there. And 3rd and 1 now. And they'll send the tight end in motion. They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right.
And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44.
Nice pickup. 10 yards and a first down on the keeper.
Off the play fake. Here's Hurts.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Jamin Davis. And the Commanders are right back in this football game. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Play action, now it's Daniels.
Throw left side complete. That's Powers. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Throwing now is Daniels.
Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. 51 yards.
And the Commanders are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Ryland on for the extra point.
And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. Pretty clean and simple there, just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Eagles offense and Jalen Hurts ready to take over once more. And we'll take you through some of the highlights here. You'll notice he had a hand in a lot of them so far. He's got this offense rolling right now. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here.
That'll give them 8 that time, and that'll bring up a second down in just a couple. They'll drop to throw.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third. Right back to him on first down. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2 things to watch. First, his strength and being able to break out that initial contact. But at his size, once you slow his momentum, it's hard for him to get it started again and end up tackling him behind the line of scrimmage.
Short completion, just 4 yards. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
They'll set up a throw. And that is incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. And the Washington offense heading out. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the fourth quarter.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with. Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive.
Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. What can they draw up now? Time to find out on a 3rd and 8. Working out of the gun, Daniels.
Flush to his right. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Here's A.J. Cole now.
As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fielded just inside the 30. Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return.
And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession.
Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. And that's going to be caught downfield by Brown.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45.
Short throw to the tight end, Thomas.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Now 2nd and 4. Throwing is Hurts.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Smith.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On first down, they'll go to the ground. Oh, no, he lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Wow, so they were already in field goal range. Now this and a completely new story to tell.
And frankly, what they're going to say when they review this game and go over it, they're going to tell the offense, he had one job. All right, you knew what you had to get done. You knew where we wanted to kick the field goal from. You know our range.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
Now the Commanders going to burn the second of their timeouts,
as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
Well, the noise got to be an issue now offensively. Here's 3rd and 6.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Hands it off out of the gun.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward. Because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, when you crowd the line of scrimmage, if they do pop one, it's going to go a long way.
I was going to say, could take it to the house, but the magnitude of this possible upcoming field goal, every yard counts.
Well, this ball game was close throughout. Remember, it was neck and neck at intermission, neck and neck at the end, but a great job to come in here in a tough environment, Charles, and get the victory.
Yeah, tough environment indeed. How about all the people we can hear shouting from their seats right below us, partner? They weren't real happy that their team didn't keep the home field. How about how these visitors came in, calm every step of the way, even with all the pressure, and found a way to get out of here with a win.
So for Philadelphia, it's a big win here as they move to 11-4 now on the year. And they will head back home next week.
Meanwhile, for the Commanders, they fall under 500 now as they drop to 7-8.
And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Hey, yo, fresh out the beta game in my jeans, black slap. What do that mean? It mean that banging. Have my hand out, let me hang. Hey, break down, stay down. Look what I make now. Hit boy, earthquake, boy, it's a shakedown. I done so much work, they think it's fake now. Big fish, every beat is just bait now. Got rich, some switch, they try to hate now. Cash App, them more PayPal, turned up to the max. I'm gonna break down, flow water, big trip, boy, this a gray cloud. Highlights, ball is life, my whole take wow. Big boss, hella chicken, I feel like Rick Ross. Why you going so damn hard? They got me off. These new can't with me. If I do a song with you, that's a luxury. Hit boy, work with you, that's a luxury. Don't step on my Crocs, D's.
It's Week 17 of the National Football League, and we'll get to see the Eagles sure-handed.
Our kicker, Tyler Bass, has us ready to start. And off we go here on Sunday Night Football. This will be taken in at the 2. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. So the Philadelphia offense set to take over for the first time. And leading them out, their quarterback, it's Jalen Hurts.
There wasn't really anything fancy about their performance in last week's win, Mike. I mean, he had the one interception. He would clearly like to have that one back. But for the most part, I thought he did a nice job keeping the ball out of harm's way. However, it's clear after reviewing the film, he left a lot of opportunities out there. I think there was a lot of meat left on that bone. The 2 touchdown passes, those were great. But if he's going to continue to lead his team to more wins in the future, he has to do a better job identifying those mismatches, finding those opportunities, and when they present themselves, he's got to take it.
Hurts working in the pistol. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. He's got the 2021 Heisman winner. That's Devontae Smith. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. To the air again, Hurts. And that's complete to A.J. Brown. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Here's a 2nd and 9. Hurts will try it again. That's caught over the middle by Thomas. 3rd down, 3 to go. Again, Hurts. He'll get this out to his running back.
The initial reaction is, how does this quarterback not throw the ball past the first down line to gain to try to extend this drive? And the reality is, because they've already decided they're going to go for it on 4th down.
Elliott's kick is good. And the Eagles will take a 3-0 lead.
And that's a good drive right out of the gate. They're able to make some plays, move the ball down the field. I know they didn't get a touchdown, but that is a good, positive result.
Now return coming from the 7. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Buffalo offense set to go to work for the first time. They'll be led by the big fella, 6'5" quarterback Josh Allen.
He's coming off such a strong performance last week, Mike, where he did a little bit of everything. Throws for 3 touchdowns, ran for another, but most importantly, leads his team to the big win. I'll tell you what, he has his eyes set on trying to do the same thing here over these next 4 quarters.
And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
This is how you draw up your opening possession when you're on the road. The longer the drive goes, the quieter the crowd gets. Continue to mix in that run game. Let's see if they can finish off by putting this ball in the end zone.
That's complete. Calvin Austin.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
From the gun, it's Allen. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. 3rd and a yard. Allen going to give this to Davis. And he'll get to the 48, and that's going to be good enough. It'll pick up a first down.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the first down.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Out of the gun, here's Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. From the shotgun, it's Allen. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down. Tyler Bass on to try the field goal. This officially a 58-yard attempt. Bass's kick is good. And the Bills will tie the game at 3 apiece.
And that's really well done here, Mike. I mean, everything's in rhythm. A good snap, a good hold, and a good kick ties this game.
This one taken at the 7. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. Following the kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. Athletic training staff's going to take a look, but this is a problem late in the season. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. He's going to run it.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
To throw on 2nd down is Hurts. And that ball in and out of his hands. It is incomplete. Might tell you after the game he should have come up with that one. He doesn't, and now 3rd down comes up. Here's a first carry for their running back. Trying to shove his way forward, but brought down after a gain of a yard.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
Here comes the Eagles punt team. Now, fair catch. He'll take it at about the 24-yard line. So, Allen and the Bills getting set for their next possession. And he's used his legs to great effect this year, both when the pocket breaks down and by design, as you check out the league leaders in quarterback rushing yards. And he's shedding tacklers left and right, winding his way for a gain of 8. You get a look there at his numbers on the ground from a week ago. He'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. So we are through 1 on Sunday Night Football. All even on the scoreboard. And we're back in Philly in a moment. Here's 2nd and 2. Austin brought in motion. From the gun, Josh Allen. That's caught over the middle by Johnson. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
This is a great example, Mike, of just how effective it is when you're efficient on early downs throwing the ball. I mean, when you can pick up first downs without getting the 3rd down, as the game unfolds, things just get easier and easier. Take what the defense is giving you. Don't force the ball downfield. And when you can stay ahead of the chains without having to get to 3rd and have it plays, that's when an offense is really firing.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Here's Allen. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. To throw again, it's Allen. That one intercepted. distance. Touchdown, Eagles. The pick six for the score. Greg, that is the one thing this offense did not want to see, and it really is demoralizing to see that happen in that spot.
Absolutely, Mike, and that's one of those cases where you just would like to see the quarterback say, all right, I'm going to live to play another day. Don't force that throw. Don't try to make a play that's not there, because not only do you turn the ball over, you give them an easy 6.
And on the other side, the defense, what a moment. Uplifting for them. Big momentum building.
Yeah, and that's the way games are shaped in this league, Mike. I mean, you find yourself able to capitalize on a mistake by an offense. You get yourself an easy touchdown. All of a sudden, your sideline finds themselves completely rejuvenated.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Here comes a return from the 3. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. So now here comes the Buffalo offense heading back out onto the field. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. Here's Allen to throw. And he'll let it go deep for Johnson. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Potentially very big call here. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. On the handoff, it's Davis. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down. Now Allen. That's deep for the back of the end zone. That ball incomplete. Got the hands in there to break it up. Could have been a big gainer. Instead, it sets up a third down. The motion man is Johnson. Allen on third down. That's complete to Coleman. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down. Slot receiver headed right. Now Allen on first down. This throw left side taken in by Johnson. That's his third catch of this first half and good enough for a first down.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big gains like this.
They motion the slot man left. Allen going to throw again. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
And that'll go for a gain of 7, and it's going to set up third down. Slot man in motion left. Again, it's Allen to the air.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on third down, you know what that tells you, Mike? The decision to go for it on fourth down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a fourth and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this fourth down.
He'll get this into the hands of Austin. And he's going to have the first down. An aggressive call there, but it works out as they convert on fourth down. The motion man is Johnson. On play action, Allen. Throw to the right flat. It is caught. And he will not get away. terrific open field tackle gets him down behind the line. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. One more time going up top with Allen. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down. Throwing again, it's Allen. To the goal line and in. Ray Davis. Touchdown, Buffalo. His 6th touchdown now for the season. The quarterback, with all of his eligible receivers available, uses the back out of the backfield that time, Greg, to take it to the end zone.
And when your running back, Mike, is a valid threat in the passing game, man, it just gives you so many options. And in this case, it was the running back that was the open target. He's able to put the pass on the money. Easy 6 points.
The extra point by Bass is good. And the Bills will tie things up. It's now 10-10. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Eagles offense going to take over here in the final minute of this first half. They'll see if they can go about breaking our tie. We're all even at 10 as this drive begins, 1st and 10. Hurts will work here from the pistol. The throw on the run is complete. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Hurts working in the pistol. Oh, no chance to get rid of that one. Under a heavy rush, he goes down. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. That's caught downfield by Smith. And he will score. Devontae Smith. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A terrific play all the way around. Finished off by the receiver, who not only made the grab, but Greg turned it up and takes it into the end zone.
And that's the tricky part, Mike, that transition from receiver to runner. And in this case, he does it flawlessly. Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then get upfield and get yourself in the end zone.
Elliott, good on the extra point. And the Eagles go up by 7. It is now 17-10. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. The return starts from the 5. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Now Allen. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Not wanting to take a chance this time, he'll keep this one on the ground. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now, it's 3rd down.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. More from you and the big tight end momentarily. But first, let's give everyone a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin up in the Steel City, Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Devon Achane, a touchdown run in the victory. We'll stay in the AFC North as we head over to Cincinnati to check on the Bengals at home at Paycor Stadium. And they were winners in that one over the visiting L.A. Chargers. Joe Mixon, 2 touchdown runs to lead the way. And lastly, on Monday Night Football, this will be one to tune in for, as they've got a good one lined up between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Houston Texans. The Eagles were led in the first half by their dynamic quarterback, Jalen Hurts. He had a touchdown pass in that first half, helping his guys to a halftime advantage. These two teams making their way back out of their locker room, so that means we're just about set for the second half. And to bring it your way, we go back out to Mike and Greg.
Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with a hot hand in this second half. About to get started. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Bills offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. Find themselves trailing 17-10 now as they come up with first down and 10. A run here with Davis. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down. To throw is Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time, but contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. Allen. A throw on the move is caught. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Here's a 2nd and 6. Allen will throw.
Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be, Mike, when he decides to tuck it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football and hold them to just a short game.
Austin brought in motion. From the gun on third down, it's Allen. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down. The Bills bringing on the punt team. Oh, not the greatest punt there. This is going to hit and go out of bounds. Devontae Smith and the rest of the Philly offense heading back onto the field. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Backed up to his own goal line, Hurts. Catch made right side by Thomas. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. 2nd down and 3. Up the middle they go. A hit, and he has lost the football. The Bills have got it.
And as you can see with that fumble, Mike, it really just goes back to the fundamentals of how they're taught to carry the ball. And they talk about the points of pressure. And the biggest thing really, Mike, is you want the front tip of the ball, the part where your fingers cover, to always be higher than the back tip of the ball. So often you see that front tip go down, and it makes it so much easier for that defender to kind of rake it out. So you want pressure against the outside of the ball, both tips.
And remember now, all turnovers have to be verified by a replay. We might be taking a look at this one. At issue was the knee, or any other body part except the hand, down before the ball comes loose. And are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field? So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. Third and short, and Hurts will throw. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
Really nice call there on 3rd and inches. You have the defense thinking run, and then you hit him with the short pass, and the yardage you get after that is just gravy. They turn this into a nice play, and they pick up a first down.
Got a man. It's Thomas. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming.
At the 37-yard line.
A pistol snap back to Hurts. He's got his man, Carter. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
And the defense, good job sticking to their rules. They didn't take their eyes off the running back, who gains nothing.
At their 49-yard line.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1. A tough spot here. 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. Checking it down, this one is caught. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down. Here comes the Eagles punt team. The punt for the 2nd time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. The Bills offense ready to take over once more. They'll begin with 1st and 10. A run with Davis. And he's going to be fouled up quickly after a gain of about 1. Jalen Carter out of Georgia makes the tackle. So we are through 3. And Sunday Night Football continues after this. Here's 2nd and 9. Off the zone read, it's a give to Davis. And he works past the 40, taken down after a gain of 7. Here is a big one. 3rd down and 2. Slot man in motion right. It's a gain of 10 yards. First down, Buffalo.
It's a gain of 10. And the Bills first down.
Now Davis. Open space to the 35. And he'll finally be tracked down at the Bills' 11-yard line. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Athletic training staff's going to take a look, but this is a problem late in the season. The motion man is Johnson. And he'll be stopped at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call.
Offense.
They send him right out of the slot. Out of the gun, here's Allen. Catch made, right side. It's Johnson.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
That'll be caught by the running back, Davis. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. From the gun, it's Allen. He'll try, and he's in. Josh Allen. Touchdown, Bills. That's his 2nd touchdown tonight. The kick is good, and that will tie this game here in the 4th quarter. All even. 4th quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense ready to take over as we check out the playoff race in the NFC. And things are getting a little tight with 2 weeks left in the regular season. Already, we can look ahead in both conferences to some critical divisional matchups ahead in Week 18. Now he takes off. How about 25 yards to start the drive? 1st down.
This is an element to his game that we don't necessarily spend a lot of time talking about. He's not known as a traditional runner at the quarterback position. But when he has some space like he had here, he is more than capable of not only converting 1st downs, but picking up big chunk plays.
Now, whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start.
Still 1st down.
So, a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. Going down the center of the field, open man, and it's taken in. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Eagles. Greg, every touchdown counts the same, but the ones you get in the 4th quarter, they are the ones that feel a little more important.
Yeah, now that pressure shifts to your defense, your offense was able to go out and get the lead here late. Does your defense have enough left in them to get one more stop?
Here's Elliott for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Eagles will go up by 7. So the lead is 7 now. Here in this 4th quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Bills offense and their running back Ray Davis getting ready to roll. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the 4th quarter. Now the give to Davis. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. We'll try again here. 2nd and 10. From the gun, Josh Allen. He runs with it. Oh, the ball is out. The Eagles have it.
Something these running back coaches preach all the time, Mike, is you can't sacrifice the ball for additional yardage. And I think we had a case of that going here. I love the effort. I love the fight. But it can't come at the expense of the ball. Everything in football is about protecting the ball itself. And in this case, just a little bit too loose with it. They're able to pop it loose, and that's a big turnover.
Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia offense set to take over once more. And he has been in control of this offense. Want to run you through some of the action from earlier on. You've got the 2 touchdown passes, over 200 passing yards. He has been excellent all game long. 3 tight ends in the game to start the drive. A first down throw for Hurts. This one hauled in by Thomas. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that anytime a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
He is met and dropped. Good defense. Loss of a couple on that play.
A loss of 2 brings up second.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. They'll stick with him again. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. And we'll see a timeout used by the defense, stopping it right out of the break. 1:57 to go in the game. They'll try to get this one on the ground. Whistles here. We have another stoppage. Timeout called by the defense with 1:53 remaining. So now, Jake Elliott, an important kick coming up. This to make it a 2-possession lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
This taken at the 5. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The Bills offense ready to get back to work. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Getting started with 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. In trouble, and down he goes. Here's second down. From the shotgun, it's Allen. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down. Now Allen. He's going to look for the home run ball. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Allen. And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on downs. The Eagles offense and receiver Devontae Smith take the field for their next drive. And this crowd certainly has liked what they have seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in. They have not disappointed as they have the advantage here in the 4th. The Bills going to use their final timeout here, and they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee.
Elliott on for the field goal. A 45-yard attempt.
So it's a win here for the Eagles. And right away you can point to the turnover battle. Always key. Tells the story so often. It did here again today. Their offense didn't turn it over at all. They finished on the plus side with the takeaways. And as a result, they're going to come away with the victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Eagles are winners, as we say, so long from South Philly.